Thanks, Mike. So, it is great to be able to write applications and know that they consistently work on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And Adobe provides some great tools in our portfolio to help you author, flex, and flash content on Mac and Windows today. For Linux users, we have the Flex SDK, which is freely available, and there's a lot of ways to approach development on Linux. And Ram from our Flex engineering team has been working on a few projects to make it easier to do Flex development on Linux. So Ram, why don't you show us what you're working on?
Yeah, so as Steve said, we have been working on a few cool things to make it easier for you to build Flex applications on Linux. So why don't I show you some of the demos?
Hang on, so I don't think it's up on the screen here, is it? There we go.
Woo! So here I've got VI editor, and I'm going to start editing my MXML file using VI. And we have been working on some shell scripts to automate building of Flex applications from within VI. So that's one of the things, and you can also, we're also working very hard to make...
Wait, VI and shell scripts? I thought you were working on something to make it a little bit easier.
What about Emacs? Would that work?
Woo! Love Emacs!
Why don't you show us anything you got, I guess?
Okay, so there is this other project that you might be interested in that we have been working on. Let me show you that.
Oh yeah! Woo! Oh yeah! Yeah!
So, Flex Builder on Linux.
Yeah, so we have been working on Flex Builder on Linux based on the Flex 3 feature set. So when it comes up, you'll see that you can do things like code hinting and code syntax coloring and so on and so forth. So you've got other features like outlining, which will let you navigate the source code. For example, you can easily navigate into the source code. There are also a bunch of other features, like you can navigate into the source code using a control click. Why don't I just try to debug this application? We'll just go ahead and put a breakpoint here.
So, Flex Builder on Linux, I saw code coloring, code completion, outline view, now you're debugging a Flex app. This is really cool.
Yeah, so we think we have got pretty much all the features that are required to build Flex applications and also debug and develop Flex applications.
So, Ram, this morning in the keynote, I presented some software, and I had, everybody got excited, and then I had to tell them that it wasn't going to be available until next year. So, when are we able to give people maybe an early version of Flex Builder on Linux?
Well, this is still a very early version. As you saw, you can do debugging, you can get code hinting, you can, in this case, in the variable view, you can see all the variables, you can set breakpoints and so on and so forth. But still, it's a very early version. And if there is enough interest, that's always a possibility.
So if there's interest, right, you might be able to get a copy out there for people to give it a try, right? So maybe if people vote for our session or something like that, we can put some strings.
Yeah.
You get it up? So I gotta be honest with you, Ram, I actually pulled some strings before the session today. So why don't you go to Adobe Labs?
No way.
No.
Woo!
I called that one. Yeah.
So as of about an hour ago, we made Flex Builder on Linux. It's still an early alpha, and it's based on a number of Flex 3 features. It has a number of features. It doesn't have some of our features like design view, but we're going to be continuing to update the alpha as time goes on based on feedback from the community. We actually had people from our marketing team at some of the entrances, and we now have, to celebrate this moment, now that Flex supports Linux, both on the runtime and on the development tool side, some penguin or tux stickers with the Flex flag. So you'll have to get one of those on your way out. Thanks a lot, Ron.